Raising a child in India today is full of big dreams, but let's be real, it also comes with some pretty big costs. I mean, with education and just the cost of living shooting up, planning for their financial future is more important than ever. So let's just dive right in and figure this out together. It's the one question every single parent asks themselves. Whether they dream of becoming a doctor, an artist, or an entrepreneur, how do we make sure that money is never the thing that holds them back? Well, the good news is you don't need to win the lottery. Nope. All you really need is a solid plan. And in this explainer, we're going to break down the best investment options out there in India to build that secure future, one step at a time. Okay, so where do we even begin? Well, the single most powerful tool you have on your side is time. Seriously, starting early isn't just a good idea, it's like a financial superpower, and we're about to see exactly why. First things first, what even is a child investment plan? Just think of it as a special savings bucket. It's not one specific thing, but more of a category of plans that are all designed to help you invest small amounts regularly. The whole idea is to let those small contributions grow into a really significant fund for those big life goals like college or a wedding. Now, the real magic behind starting early is this thing called compounding. The best way to picture it is like a snowball rolling downhill. See, it's not just your initial money that's growing. The money your money earns also starts earning its own money. It starts off slow, for sure, but over time, that effect just explodes. Now, check this out. Let's put some real numbers to it. Let's say you invest 5,000 rupees a month for 10 years. At a pretty modest 8% return, you'd end up with somewhere around 8 to 9 lakh rupees. Hey, that's a great start, right? A really respectable amount. But just watch what happens next. By investing for just 5 more years, that's it, the same amount, the same return, your final amount nearly doubles to between 17 and 18 lakh rupees. This is it. This is the power of compounding in action. Those extra 5 years give your returns so much more time to work their magic and generate way more wealth. It's incredible. So hopefully you're convinced about starting early. Fantastic. But the big question is, where do you actually put your money? Let's move on and explore the main categories of investment plans you can choose from. All right, first up, we've got the safe and steady crew. If your number one goal is to protect your capital and get guaranteed returns without any of that market stress, this is definitely where you want to look. Here, we're talking about those government-backed schemes, like the Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana for a girl child or the good old Public Provident Fund, the PPF. With these, your returns are stable, they're predictable, and your investment is about as secure as it gets. You can think of this as building the solid, concrete foundation for your child's financial future. Okay, next up, let's look at the growth-focused category. This one is for parents who are a bit more comfortable with some market risk and are really aiming for much higher returns over the long run. And the star player here is the Mutual Fund Systematic Investment Plan. You've probably heard of it as an SIP. By investing a fixed amount regularly into market-linked funds, you have the potential to beat inflation by a long shot and build a much, much larger fund. Now, yeah, it'll have its ups and downs along the way, but over 15 or 20 years, the growth potential is absolutely undeniable. But what if you're thinking, I want a little bit of both safety and growth? Well, that brings us right to our third category, the balanced approach. This one tries to blend the best of both worlds. These are usually child insurance plans, sometimes called unit-linked insurance plans, or ULIPs. They're basically a hybrid. Part of your money gets invested in the market to aim for growth, while another part gives you, the parent, life insurance coverage. This is huge because it means that even if something unexpected were to happen, your child's financial goals are still protected. Okay, so we've laid out all the options. Now comes the most important part. How in the world do you choose the right one for your family? Let's put together a simple little framework to help you decide. It really just boils down to these 3 simple steps. First, you've got to define your goal. Are you saving for college in 15 years or maybe a wedding in 20? Second, you have to be really honest with yourself about your risk appetite. Are you a super cautious saver or are you okay with some ups and downs for more growth? And third, just look at your investment horizon. How many years do you have before you actually need that money? And this table is just a fantastic summary of everything. You can really see the trade-offs. An SIP offers high potential returns, but it comes with higher risk. A PPF, on the other hand, is super low risk, but it has that long 15-year lock-in. So the main takeaway here is that there's no single best plan. There's only the plan that is best for your specific goals and your comfort level. Whew, we have covered a lot of ground. So before we wrap this up, let's just boil it all down to the most important points from this whole explainer. So what's the big picture here, really? Well, investing for your child is about so much more than just putting money aside. It's about creating a system. It builds a disciplined savings habit, it provides a safety net with insurance, it can offer you tax benefits, and maybe most importantly, it makes sure their dreams don't get eaten away by inflation over time. It's a complete financial strategy. And look, if you take away only one pro tip from all of this, let it be this one. You don't have to pick just one plan. In fact, the most effective strategy is often to combine them. You can use a safe option like PPF for your foundation, add an SIP to really drive that growth, and then layer on an insurance plan for that ultimate peace of mind. You know what they say, the journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step. And securing your child's future? Well, that starts with a single plan. So the only question left to ask is, what dream are you going